Hi everyone, N.A.T here, and welcome to Music in Progress, my series where I show you the tracks I'm working on so you can see my growth as an artist, and I'm documenting basically myself trying to make better music. So, here we are today, working again on this song called, wait, this one? Oh my god, there's a glitch. Alright. Purple Jar, okay? So, I've actually already worked on the song in episode 1 of Music in Progress. Go check it out. But let's give a listen to what we have so far. And I can already tell you that today I would like to work on the arrangement of the drop, this part. Sorry, this part here. Okay, for some reason there's something playing when I put the mouse here. And so the drop and the transition from the drop to the breakdown, because I feel there's still something I don't understand about making good breakdowns, making good transition. Sorry, I was choking. But let's give this track a listen. All right, so that was the track so far. I believe this transition from the drop to the breakdown is not flowing well. It's too sudden in my opinion. So I have to think of how to do that. But before that, I listened to, and actually, let me remind you that this track is available to listen on my SoundCloud. So go check it out here. I'm putting these Music in Progress tracks on SoundCloud for you to listen, give me feedback, which is much, much appreciated. Okay. And these are the tracks I will be working on here on YouTube. And then if something good comes out of them, I will then release them. Okay, so let's go back to Ableton Live. I've been trying to figure out what to do with how to finally once and for all create a process for me to just make good transitions between sections in the song. And by listening to some of my tracks, what I found out where in those tracks where the transition was kind of good, it was that there was actually a kind of tension building up in the drop. Okay, and I don't have that right now because there's just one sound basically. Also in the drums, there's no layers. There's just the same drums playing. So I would like to start actually from the drums and to add some sound. So let's do that. And I also actually would like to change some things with the sound design in the kick, in the kick drum. Okay. Because I'm not sure it's the right kick drum. I also added reverb just to try to add some more presence, I guess. Let's see if it's really necessary. I think I can live without it, honestly. Because before adding sounds, I want to make the sounds I have, like I want to have a as simple as possible foundation. And also this track, I'm not sure it is an actual good track or a dead horse. So I just want to explore this track further, a little more further, and then we will decide. You can give me your opinions. But as I said, let's add those. I want to just add some hi-hats or some shaker kind of sound. And if I don't have it available right immediately, I will synthesize it right away. Okay, so let's create a new drum rack, because when a drum rack gets too busy, too full of sounds, it becomes too convoluted for me. So I prefer to open a new drum rack and then to group the drums together like this. Let me give everything this color. Okay, not this one, but this one, and assign. Okay, so let's drop this drum rack. Okay, and here I think it's the place where I want to add those sounds. And not only sounds, also not only cymbals, but also some effects, some noise, something like that. Yeah, let's try to do that. So let's see what I have in my packs. Let's see what I have here, because these are actually all new packs I did for this computer. So all these samples are like 2 months old at best. So I might still not have what I need in terms of cymbals. Let's see what I have. As I said, only one sample. Let's see what we can do with this. And if I don't manage to make it into a cool shaker type of thing, I will create a shaker. Let's turn this down. I know it doesn't sound like a shaker. So let's see if we can somehow, maybe with shifter, shift it up and down. Let me elongate this clip and loop this part. All right, let's give this a little bit of sidechain. Let's copy it from the claps. Just a little bit. Okay, so can I make this into something cooler or not? Let's try with erosion. If I can add some more density. Didn't expect the results to be that bad. Not working. So let's synthesize. So the way I synthesize shakers is just I use white noise. So let's take a white noise. I should have a sample for that actually. Actually, let's do this in the drum rack, in this drum rack. So let me just copy this sound. I will actually keep it because it can. Where are the other notes? Wow. How? Oh my god. So let's drop a white noise sample, which I should have. No, should be here. Audio white noise, perfect. Just the shortest. Gonna drop it in here. Okay. Noise shaker. Right. Let's use, yeah, let's skip this. That's good. Now I'm gonna add with EQ, I'm gonna add a couple resonances. So, or maybe can I do that with some auto filter? Let's see. With some comb filtering. Yeah, freaking yes. Perfect. Hope you can hear me. Perfect. So, let me just quickly set the synth up so I can mute it and you can hear me. All right. So now I have this, okay, and I'm simply going to transpose it up with a shifter. And it was supposed to give me that result I was looking for, but it didn't work with the comp filtering. I thought it would, but it didn't. So let's instead use my usual method, which is using an EQ. So I'll just create a couple resonances like this. Okay, and again. Perfect. And transpose them up. Let's now check the envelope. Huh. Hmm. Not sure I'm getting the results I wanted. Oh my god. Let's also create some swing. I like to do this by moving the actual notes instead of using the swing thing. But just very slightly, just a bit. Like this. Let's listen in context. Well, it's a little weird, but it could work. Let's listen along with this thing I tried before. Good. Now let's use some post-processing. Let's use some EQ to tame the highs. You know, actually, as I usually say, the best thing to go about this will be to just reference some sample and look at the spectrum and so on. And by the way, this shouldn't just be here. I meant it here, yeah. Okay. Is this very loud? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, and also, let's maybe try to mono this sound by using either the left or the right channel. And let's try to move around the starting point of the sample, which might give different results in terms of sound. This gives kind of a good transient, I guess. But I want a long sound like this. I guess this works. Just wanted to try a little more of this. Let's try to make them further away. Well, I don't know, I guess this will turn into fail. But whatever, man. Sometimes I actually do double this process. Let's try doing it double time. This is kind of a cool sound. Why is it so delayed? It sounds like it's out of time. Because I swinged in the wrong direction. Not bad, actually. I'll keep this. I like this so far. That's fine. So, that's good. That's good. Good enough. maybe some more reverb. Let's actually create a... no, I can't. All right, let's do this in the channel here. Oh, I forgot the side chain. Remove it from here and put it here, maybe before the reverb. Let's try to dial in different values. This makes the kick very clicky. I like it around here. Let's listen with the synths. All right, you see, in the end, I managed to do it. That's great. Let's see how it sounds after in this section. Let's go back and listen. Actually, it should begin, I guess, like this. Let's go. Okay, that's good. Let's try to add now some effects. So I already did somewhere here, I guess, some white noise effect. Let's hear how that sounds like. Oh, sorry, not this one. I thought it was this one, but it's actually here in the effects group. So this should be an FM thing I tried. This should be the white noise. Let's listen. Okay, so apparently a pretty very basic noise with no treatment after the synthesizer. So let's see if we can use it as well here, but I think it needs some EQing. Okay, so let's go in this section here and put it on in that change and see how kind of we can EQ it. Yes, okay, and let's put the kind of impact part here, but rather miss that first note, which should be like this. Okay, so from what I hear, is there's too much mids maybe, so let's try to EQ them out. Maybe the filter I used in Silent One to make this sound was set to in the mid range. Better, but also the sound is too much in your face. So let's use some reverb to make it more farther away. And also this sound needs more longer reverb, actually, not short. Let's dial in some longer reverb. Can't really hear the reverb much. Okay, let's try some OTT on this sound. Okay, that's what I meant. Then later I will be going more into the details. I just wanted to get an idea of what I need, basically. This sound here, what if we put OTT here as well? What would it sound like? Let's see. Let's give a little bit of high pass. Okay, let's try a little less sidechain on this sound. And maybe actually I could use, let's see if I have two sidechain triggers, one shorter and one longer. No. Let's do it. Let's create a shorter sidechain trigger. So I can just, oh my, wait, which one is which now? I guess this one, short, okay, just so I can, like 20 milliseconds, 2 milliseconds actually, yeah. Okay, let's see if this is mapped to the right source, sidechain pre-effects. Also, this one should be sidechain pre-effects. Okay, and this I want it actually to be set to sidechain short here. Okay, super short. And I actually like the sound of the sidechain when it's at 1 millisecond. Sounds more snappy for me. Okay, I'm almost done here because I need to go. I need to go to work. Oh my god, for the night shift. That's my life these days. I'm just like work at the factory and then full time. Night shifts, evening shift, morning shifts. It's such a pain in the ass. Yeah. Okay, great. Maybe I should need more reverb here. We'll figure this out later. But let's listen to what we have so far. The result of what we did so far. I didn't have time to work on this transition here, but I just muted a sound. This one. Because I thought it was coming in too suddenly. Maybe I could try to where is the sound coming from? Here, apparently. Wait a second. I just muted it, but I was saying that maybe this sound filter it in with high pass. High pass and filter it in like this. Okay, and that's it. Let's give this what we've done so far a listen. Let's go. Okay, I'm done with this track. I will save this now with today's date, and I will upload this track on SoundCloud for you to listen and to give me your opinion if this is like a dead horse and I don't need to work on it anymore, or if it's still worth trying our best to work on it and to make it better. If there's something you like about this track, some sound, feel free to tell me. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to export it and put it on SoundCloud, update this, update it here, okay? And that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.